What do you think about Gemini women?
Gemini women, ooh, this has been a long time coming right here. The Gemini women are definitely not for the weak. Gemini women get a lot of hate because they really misunderstood. Geminis move at a pace that's too fast for a lot of people. They communicate fast. They think fast. They're ruled by Mercury, the planet of thinking and communication. And a lot of men really just can't keep up with them. Especially men who want to control somebody or who want to micromanage somebody, control every outcome. You're gonna have a hard time with a Gemini. One thing about Gemini women also, you gotta make sure you stimulate them intellectually. You gotta mentally stimulate them. You can't just come being like one-dimensional. The same shit that work with everybody else won't always work with Gemini women. A lot of times you might come across a Gemini woman, she might be quiet or reserved. She really got a whole lot of voices going on in her head already. And also, Gemini women got a short attention span. If you just slow mentally, period, it's just not gonna work with them. You gotta be fast, you gotta be quick. A lot of Gemini women are very quick-witted too. Like, they're good with their tongue. Like, they're very good with comebacks. A lot of them are hilarious. The first thing they say a lot of time be funny. But a lot of time, if you're a very sensitive person, don't be around a Gemini woman. A lot of them really say the first thing that comes to their mind, and it can come off harsh to a lot of people. A lot of times, you can be trying to give a Gemini a message or give them advice, and it can come out like they're not listening, but the whole time, they're really more so worried about who's giving that advice, who's the message coming from. A lot of times, they ain't even listening to the message. They're trying to figure out why you trying to give it to them in the first place. And another thing, if you try to threaten a Gemini or you try to control them, their first resort is not always physical. They're gonna hit you with the words. One thing about Gemini women, you get them mad enough, they're gonna say the words that cut deep. And a lot of time, it'll come as a joke. Like, damn, that how you really feeling? Like, Gemini is the definition of you fuck around, you find out. They can be too smart for their own good. They can be so obsessed with information and not enough grounding. They can be so aloof in the air when it comes to ideas and just communication. A lot of times, they just need to slow down. That's why Geminis typically work better when they got fire around them to push them into action, or when they got water around them to slow them down a little bit and add emotional depth. So, because otherwise, if they don't have that, they can always stay in their head just thinking of ideas and just communicating them without really acting on them for real. One thing I can respect about Gemini women is they are master communicators. They're the one who's going to take the message and communicate it in a way that people can really articulate and understand. A lot of y'all be taking the time hating on Geminis. Y'all got to understand that they are really essential to how we live our life. They are essential to getting messages out there.